Alright, this is part 2 of the powder application, and I am going to be working with Viva Color as well as the Lori product brand of makeup. This one is not my product. This one from Viva is not my product, but the duos are my product. The duos are my product, but the bronzers are not mine. Lori's not mine, but the duo is my product. So anything that you see in the pink and lavender, that's me. These ones are not me, but the pink and lavender line of Viva Color is me. Just to clarify that portion. Alright? So I'm going to go in with this portion of Viva Color Pressed Powder, and this is the shade 04 Tan Nude, and it is the lightest shade that they have for my skin tone, which is fine. They do have a yellow shade, but I'm still trying to figure out how to learn to use the yellow shade before I purchase it. That's what I do before I purchase a product. I always study the product to be able to know how to use it, because I want to know that when I'm using and purchasing the product, I don't want to have a reason to return the product to the store. I want to spend my money wisely because of my name being Beyonce. I want to spend my money wisely so that I'm not returning the product to the store because I don't know how to use it. So when you see me purchasing the product, it's because I've studied it and I know how to use it. Alright, so let's go in with this product, and let's use it to set the skincare as though we are setting foundation. Let's use it to set the skincare as though we are setting foundation. And as you can see, it's showing up as though I've already set my face with foundation, but I haven't. It's only skincare. There's absolutely no foundation on my skin, and that is the effect that the powder is giving. And that's my side with just skincare. That's the side with powder. It looks kind of clownish and kind of ashy because I haven't done the full thing, but that's the side with the full set. This is the side with no set. Okay? Now let's go in and set the other side with a full set. Of course, I'm dropping something. Let's set the other side right there. And now we have an equal setting. That's my left side and that's my right side. And it looks as though I'm wearing foundation, but I'm not. Now, let's set the forehead so that it's equal. And this is what I'm trying to say to a lot of you females that do not place foundations on your forehead. Can you not see the difference when you don't place foundations on your forehead? Can you not see the huge difference? You need to set your face and your forehead as well as your chin with foundation. You can't set your cheeks with just foundation and say the foundation doesn't work on your forehead. No. You need to set your full face with foundation. I've seen so many of you set your face with just foundation and not your forehead, and it bothers me because you're trying to say that the product doesn't work for you when it's been made to work for you. You just have to know how to set your face properly, which is set your full face. Otherwise, it's not gonna look complete. So, it's looking kind of gray, right? It is the right shade for my skin, but it's looking kind of gray. I'm going to show y'all how to fix that with the other contour powder from the Lori palette, okay? So first off, I'm going to start off in the middle shade, and I'm going to set my under eye as though I've added concealer. But I didn't. I'm just trying to set it in order to make sure that my under eye appears very bright and not very dull. And I can tell also that even though my skin is very dry, upon the application of the Lori powder, my skin is very, very healthy. My skin is very healthy and I have healed up completely. It is just the throat part that is still bothering me because the wiring in my throat is still being surgically tied together. So it's causing my throat to be very dry. Otherwise, I'm completely healed. Okay, so let's add that to my other under eye. And you can already see that the gray powder, grayish looking powder, is already blending in with the powder from the Lori product. And it looks as though you're wearing a full face of makeup, but yet you're only wearing skincare and powder, no foundation. So I'm gonna go in with this contour powder right here, and I'm going to set the rest of my high point areas that I normally use with concealer with the same brush with this powder. What you're trying to do basically is taking out the gray ash look from the powder, because you want to make it look as though you're setting your normal skin tone, and when you use a setting spray after, it should bring it back to its normal tone and not look so gray at the end. As you can see, as I'm using the Lori powder, still looking a little bit gray underneath, but it's still setting, and what's doing that is the Aura Setting Mist. It's the Aura Setting Mist because it's trying to recognize my skin. It's trying to recognize my skin, otherwise my skin should have naturally set to my neck features already. So it's the Aura product, but my skin should have naturally set to my skin features already based off of what I know about the product. So the only new product that's causing the disturbance is the Aura Setting Mist. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with this product right here. This is the Viva Color Blush and Bronzer Duo in the shade 01 Pink Sands. And I am going to go in with the blush first. Okay. Go in with the blush. Then I'm going to grab this brush and I'm going to go in with the bronzer side. And I'm going to put the bronzer under my eyes. You can say that I used this as a finishing powder under my eyes type of situation. you can say that's basically what I did with this one, is used it as a finishing powder, because now that I've added the bronzer, it's canceling out the gray and it's bringing back my skin tone features. Absolutely canceling out the gray and bringing back my skin tone features. So yes, it was, I can consider it to be the aura that is causing the difficulty, because it's new, so I need to use it in order to get my skin used to it, so that once it gets used to my skin and makeup, it will change to my neck immediately. So let's go under the eye with the dual bronzer. And you should see a difference on both sides of my skin, that they are pretty much almost skin-like, with a little bit of gray, but almost skin-like to that of my neck. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in this Lori palette here, and I'm going to go in the middle shade and bronze out my outer facial area. So going back in the middle shade, and bronze my outer area of my face, and you can see that my skin is already applying the change with that effect. As well, no grayish feature. So I will work with the Aura Setting Mist again in order to get my skin comfortable and used to it, so that it doesn't cause an effect, the powder to turn, when I know the powder works very well for my skin. Alright, and now that we are done with all three powders, we are done with all three powders, by the way. I am just going to go in with this as an eyeshadow and apply the eyeshadow really quickly, and then I will be back with the lipstick try on. But first, let me set my spray. Let me set my face with the e.l.f. setting spray. Let me set my face with that. I'm showing the sticker on the product, by the way, because I figured out something about y'all. That's why the sticker is there. So let me set this, then I'll do my eyeshadow off camera, and then we'll come back with the lipstick. Now you see how the e.l.f. spray is sprayed in that form? The Aura spray does not spray like that. So the Aura spray is better than the e.l.f. spray. So they need to kind of work on the sprayer on this a little bit in order to meet with the Aura spray. I'm just saying. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the powder brush and press in the e.l.f. spray, and now my skin is back to normal. My skin is absolutely back to its normal self. It is back to its normal self right there. Alright, so I'm going to do my eyeshadow with just these two off camera, and I'll be back with the lipstick.